Hello, this is Derek Shumway welcoming you to our Thursday weekly DollarProbs Startup Company podcast. Today is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020, and here are the fantastic human beings with us today.
Hey guys, this is Matt Johansson. Something neat that's happened in my life recently. At the beginning of the year, one of my New Year's resolutions, I set a goal to read 40 books this year. And with quarantine and coronavirus, I had a lot more time over a few of the months. And so just last week, I finished reading my 40th book.
Wow.
That is a lot. I actually have not read a book since if we don't discount
Like
the Book of
freshman year of
Mormon,
high school.
yeah, then not even high school. It was junior high when I tried to read the Hunger Games, and then Spark Notes took over my life.
Yeah. And I'm Adam Hughes. Something neat that's happened in my life. Nothing too crazy. I went to Park City over the weekend for me and my girlfriend's 1 year of dating. So that was fun.
Dating bliss.
Yes, and our 6 cats.
Did you take your cats
No,
with
we
you?
left them.
Wow, well that's exciting. That is exciting. See, this is why I like adding that in, because then I will learn something new about you two, and then it takes pressure off of me, so I don't have to figure something out from my life that might be interesting, because there's all those things and stuff there. So this week I think we're gonna have a good schedule today. Well, it is quite busy and stuff here. I think that ad is funny right there. I just gotta say. Anyway, so we're gonna go over lots of things because this is actually a busy week and we have a lot of things prepared and stuff there to go over. So, as usual, I guess there should be an ad playing sometime soon in the beginning, middle, and the end. So hopefully you can listen to the ad and it comes through and stuff there. But we're gonna cover a little bit about social media as usual, and then we're gonna go over the big packaging issues. Well, addressing the packaging challenges and stuff. A lot of work has been made on this, and I'm excited to talk about this here. Reviewing some Yellow Pages stuff, and then practice our selling script stuff there. To see, I've got a little script made. I posted it. Did either of you look at it in the short few minutes I posted it? I didn't give you any time at all to look at it. So
No.
Yeah, I glanced at it.
okay, that's okay. Because that was on me for not posting it there and stuff. But I had to put this adoption of Dave at the beginning first here to make sure I wouldn't forget there. As you can see here, you can read about this if you just Google up, Wendy's Dave Thomas, who founded this adoption foundation, and he's a guy that started Wendy's, our beloved fast food Wendy's and stuff there. And they got more stuff about this on their website, the DaveThomasFoundation.org. So basically, the guy who started Wendy's, he was adopted, and you can read about his story on Wikipedia too and stuff there. And that helped inspire him to make an adoption foundation. And since he was a founder of Wendy's, I thought that's pretty cool because he's done all that kind of stuff there. So I think I already shared with you guys, I'm adopted too. Did you know that?
I did not.
Okay. Well, that's good there. That's good. So I'm adopted. I was born in China if this is like America, and this is Florida right here.
Mm-hmm.
So the East Coast, like where North Carolina and South Carolina is. I was born there, but in China, on the eastern province called Jiangsu in the city of Yangzhou. And I was actually born in the same city as the founder of Panda Express, Andrew Chern. So we got Wendy's and Panda and DollarProbs here.
And now I'm hungry.
So now we're super hungry. And Costa Vida representing here with Adam's food here and stuff. So I was adopted and I was in the orphanage for a year and 1 month. And then I was adopted to American Fork, where I grew up my whole life, other than when I went to like Canada on my mission, but Utah Valley is my home and stuff there. So because I like adoption stuff there, and this guy's adoption, I thought our charitable arm of DollarProbs will focus on adoption in a small, tiny way. In the sense that what I did is I went out and got you guys little frosty adoption booklets, coupons. Have you heard of these before, by chance?
No.
They are called Boo Books. So these are for you guys here. You can use these as much as you want or as little as you want. I just had them in this so I could separate the counting and stuff there. And there's also these others here. I'll split up here. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 extra each. So that's 15 Boo Books. And so what it is that Wendy's produces these, and they say Okay, if you buy a little boo book for $1, then 85 cents of that goes to our adoption agency. And then you also get 5 free Frosties. So now you can go with your families or roommates or friends or random people in your apartment or whatever, and you can be a nice guy with them and buy them, get them free Frosties, or you can eat them by yourself. They expire at the end of the year, so there's plenty of time. You can have like a Frosty a day
It's one a day for the rest of the year.
for the rest of the year. So that is an exciting thing that I like to do each year now that I found out about these Boo Books for adoption, to support adoption, because I am pro-adoption. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, thank
Just
you.
fun little treat there and stuff. So this last week or 2 weeks, because we didn't meet last week because of your fall break. How was fall break and stuff?
Pretty chill. Just did homework, kind of caught up on
Stay
stuff.
at home,
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere,
staycation.
so.
Yeah, I went to Park City, but other than that, I didn't do anything.
Okay. Well, I was at home too, just doing normal schoolwork because there's no fall break for BYU, so it's just been a normal 2 weeks and stuff there. But things are good and stuff. It may have been a little, I don't know, rocky or just kind of awkward the last 2 weeks with not much direction, which I apologize for, but it should be back on course now and stuff. So I'm still fine and confident with everything going forward. Let's see. 3:53. So we have 2 minutes here. Let's talk about our sad Pinterest and Twitter stats. Do you know what they're like right now and stuff?
Actually, some good news.
Okay, let's have the good news
Our
actually.
Twitter followers doubled this last
Oh,
week.
please, we're going to
went
talk
from-
about that today.
They
So
went
share.
from 4 followers up to 8 followers.
And
on
who were those
Twitter.
other 4? Do you remember who they were? Were they notable people or?
It was a few like podcast pages. Like I just to try and grow it, I went and followed a few people, just like some of the suggested ones. Tried to get our page out there, and then a few of them followed back, plus a few others that I didn't follow originally followed us. Just some like podcast pages on Twitter. I didn't even look too much into who they were, but they followed us. So
Good. Well, I'm glad because that was more than I remember. I looked at our Pinterest and all it is just politics. It's Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump tweets on there. So I thought, well, we need to perhaps, I need to get some different things on there and stuff. But let's take a look at our Pinterest here. Let me pull this up again here. I'm sorry. I thought I had, this is what happens when you get a new computer, then like all your passwords are not saved anymore. And so you have to relog in. I didn't think of doing that. And the username is DollarProbs. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Okay, sorry. Good thing they don't know our password, okay? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's, okay, let's use my phone then. I have my phone, I will show this to you. Now I'm super embarrassed that I just said non-essential information. So I woke up this morning, I checked my phone because that's what I do every time I wake up. And to my horror, absolute horror and sadness, I saw our stats and it made me feel sad because it's sad. But I mean, it's still not horrible compared to some people. So we've got 153 people subscribed. Oh, sorry, we're subscribed to 153. 41 are subscribed to us. And that 849 is our monthly visitors.
What language is that?
This is in French. So our business thing, if we can go, where's our, how do I get to see, this is obvious. I don't even know how to work this and stuff.
Yeah, I can't read French.
Business Hub. There we go. These 3 numbers. 1.133. So that's 1.1 impressions, which is people who saw it, views close up, and saved pins was 1. Yeah. So that's quite down from when our height, like almost, well, I don't know, 6 months ago-ish, was like 200,000 plus and 80,000, 124,000. So we've lost some mojo on that then. I'm not sure how to fix that. So that was a priority for this next week, is to split up between Twitter and Pinterest have one of you focus on one and one of you focus on the other, in addition to normal posting and stuff there,
Mhm.
to see if we can reverse this. Even if you have to put like a rando thing up there, just so we can increase traffic. I'm not sure. So we'll have to look into some ideas and see what we found if you can find something to improve our little Pinterest depression and stuff there. But we'll see. I mean, I think that's about rock bottom right there. So I feel like all we can do is go up from there. Same thing with the Twitter. I can't imagine us losing one of our blessed 8 followers. So let's work on that there and stuff. I have not checked the revenue stuff there. Do you know where we're at on that by chance? I'll pull it up to you here.
No, I haven't checked that. We looked last week and we had made like 7 cents.
7 cents of unrealized revenue. That's funny. I don't know if that's the same amount. 84 cents. It's hard because I don't even advertise this podcast too much, which is a bad thing. And so that's also another issue that we're going to work on today, is helping spread awareness for the podcast, to help put some little orange dots up there and stuff. So we've got some stuff to kind of improve there with specifically Twitter, Pinterest, and our podcast there. So that we'll dive into a little bit later and stuff there, but I just wanted to review that so we knew what's happening and stuff. With social media this week, it was you this last week, but I understand both of you posted, or just to make sure.
Yeah, I did it the week before, and then you're like, just continue this week, and then like
okay.
And then there was a few days where I looked and a post was already made, and I was like, well.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was this week, so I was doing it, and then there's a few days where you posted, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Okay, now I see. We did all get mixed up, and I
Yeah.
instigated that too and stuff when I said to continue, because I wasn't paying attention to that text when you asked to, because I thought it was your turn to start on Thursday. No, I guess I forgot that you'd already done it. So how should we do it this next week and stuff then, to perhaps make it easier again? Or I guess just go back to normal every
Yeah,
other
I
week?
can do this week.
Okay, we'll have you
Since
do
you
this
kinda did
week,
2
today
weeks
to
and-
next Thursday, and then
Okay.
you do the next Thursday. But then still look into, and in terms of Pinterest and Twitter, do you guys have a preference on which one
I
you would rather?
don't even know. I've never posted on Pinterest simply because I don't know how to get into it.
Okay.
I don't know Pinterest at all.
Let's assign you to Pinterest then this week.
Okay.
The password should be on Trello up here. If you just
Okay.
go to the, not Slack here, but Trello interns, your little Trello board, the password for Pinterest, which I won't say right now. Where is it? Passwords? I think it's here. There it is. Well, okay, now I just tried that too, and for some reason, okay, I've been looking
That's
into
why.
that.
I
Yeah,
don't,
okay,
I don't remember how I got in, but I remember I tried it and it didn't work. So I tried one more thing and it worked.
Yeah,
I think it's under
I
this
tried
email
that.
right here. It has to be because all the accounts are made under this email, but I'll do that again.
I couldn't get it on the computer. That username works on your phone on the app,
Oh,
but not on
okay.
the computer. That's what it was. I don't know
Oh,
why, but,
okay. Well, then that's why I couldn't do into this. I was so confused.
but yeah, that's how I got in. So I just have it on my phone, not on my laptop. 'Cause I couldn't get in.
Okay. All right, okay. I'll look into and figure out the right one for the phone there. But we'll have you do that one there, Adam, so you can also get exposure to that. But then to play around and do a dive into that, see how Pinterest works. Spend maybe 15 minutes reading up on the logistics of it there. Okay, I'm glad that we covered that there, because that is good that we went over that. So, and we're still posting on all the social medias other than, and I'll fix the Twitter thing and stuff there. So the next section here is I finally got, I went through and figured out our complete costs and finances there. So I'm going to show that to you right now. This is our spreadsheets stuff here. I hope you can see this okay. Let me angle that. Hopefully it's not too close or in your face there or something like that. But here's our light bulbs that we did that you posted originally and stuff. So I reformatted it there and stuff. You got the store, the brand, per pack, then the per bulb, how much it takes to ship, what it would cost. It's 0 because you can do it in store. The subtotal with the shipping. So, the formula, what is that? It's the quantity plus the bulb amount there. So it's like, let's see, 11. Does this make, so let me see how this is made again. Like, this is a subtotal plus a shipping. So it's this column, 1328 divided by, I guess, 1 plus that, and that's what the total. I don't know if that even makes sense. I don't even know. I don't even think that made sense to me, and so I'm just kidding. So, anyways, but it should make sense there. So I mean, I did calculate this right. It's just I'm not regurgitating it very eloquently right now. And then this is the grand total. So this is saying that all in all, including shipping, it will cost $10.69 plus the tax rate, our points are 7.25% there. Okay, so now this gets a little bit bigger and stuff. So you scroll down. Here's our boxes. We're going to go over these today too. I could not find a box better than Uline. I did find a better box that was cheaper, but once I did the shipping was $200. So then that that disqualified it from anything else. Paper wrap. We have 2 of these we'll look at today to see which one's the best. This is in great detail. We've got the sizes, the quantities per pack, how much it takes to ship, the subtotal and the tax rate, and then what it should cost us in the very end. Now, these are going to be off slightly. These are going to be off maybe by a couple dimes, probably, in reality, because of the tax rate and because of the shipping that will vary and stuff. Because sometimes the shipping might change one day or 1 week to another, but also depending on just kind of the dance. So this is subject to change a little bit, but this is pretty much, what we should assume there, that it should cost the closest possible. Then our paper wrap, and then we have our sticker. I looked at probably hundreds of boxes and tens and tens of sticker places, and this was the best one, so I just decided to keep that as our, there's our sticker thing right there. I'll show you later. And yeah, so that's where it comes out to. 50 stickers that are 5 inches by 5 inches, about the size of this square. $65. So now grand totals for lights. This is the other important stuff there. We've got 4 of these. There's 2 below this as well. So where it's red, that's where I'm predicting we're going to focus on. That's like where people are not going to buy less than 10, and they're probably not going to buy more than 30. So that's why it's in red and stuff. So we've got our soft white yellows, which is the green ones, and our day bright, our blue ones are below. So anyway, so for the yellow ones, we've got, and this includes everything. So what I did is I took, this is the cost of a box. It's going to cost us $2.99 a box, 25 cents for tissue wrap, because that's like 1 per bulb to wrap. The sticker cost breakdown, when you break down the 65.17 divided by these numbers here, that's what it equals on each package. And then we have the per bulb and pre-tax, and then the markup, we're going to have to talk about that and figure that out there. But this total is what we would pay. So just to buy 15 bulbs and wrap them and put a sticker on them and slap them in a box and stuff there, it will cost us $19.73 there. Does this make sense so far? Is that clear? I hope it's, if it's confusing, then I want to make sure, that we, help solve it so you don't get lost in it there. And then it goes down all the way up to 100 bulbs and stuff. So if we were to sell a pack of 100 bulbs, it would cost us $114, which is more than $1 per bulb, because it's basically that divided by 100 is like $1.14 or whatever and stuff. So, that's what we're looking at. I think these should be, I'm pretty confident, I'm like 99% sure that these numbers are correct because I spent so much time on them, but if there's something wrong, then I will look at it and fix again. These are the round daylight bulbs, the blue ones and stuff. So these ones, slightly more expensive, $1 instead of like 83 cents. And it's the same thing. It has the tax and the markup. And if you go across, then it has the floodlights. These are just because it's not zoomed out enough. But if we zoom in, then they pop up those pound signs. So the same thing with the floods. We've put everything in there. There's a 1030 range of what I'm assuming people would most likely buy. And then these are the yellow floodlights, the ones that you have, Matt, and stuff. To make it also in a different view and stuff, I put them down here in the bottom. So our round daylight lights, they're these bulbs, the blue ones, and there's a link to Walmart to find the actual ones. We always have to be careful because we want the 9-year ones. There are 18-year and 22-year ones, but those cost incrementally more than these ones. These are the cheapest ones, so we always want the 9 years. I almost accidentally bought like 6 boxes of the 22-year ones yesterday, and that would have been sad. And I realized, like, oh, this price is a little bit more expensive than I thought. And then I was, oh, it's because it's the wrong bulb there. So it's the same stuff there, just copied over in this table. Oh, yeah, so this shipping comprises, okay, that's like saying each box is 97 cents. The paper is 3 cents a bulb, and then the sticker would be 40 cents of the overall price of what it represents when you break it down. Then we've got our flood daylights, the floodlights, the long ones, with the pictures, the green ones, and the green other. Does that seem clear and stuff that it's, hopefully it's organized, we've got a picture to show which one we're talking about. It's yellow for the green and yellows, and that there. Wow, I said we'd already have a roll script play right now at this point, but we might have to, I don't know, we'll get through this and stuff there. So those are the numbers there and stuff there on it. That's everything that should be broken down. The big issue is like, okay, if we have these little green ones, these round soft, these are the round bulbs because they're like round, and they're soft white even though they're like yellow to me. It's this column that we have to fix and stuff that we have to determine, because when I realized, like, if you think about like as it goes on, like one bulb would cost us $6.52, which is like, doesn't make sense. So it only makes sense kind of like if you're starting at 10 bulbs and then going on, because it's not realistic that we would sell one bulb for $6, because that's just, I mean, then if you mark it up, like no one's going to buy a $21 bulb. So that, I mean, that's obviously not accurate, but to put it into perspective, because it's more accurate as you go down there, then it's more reasonable that, okay, 55 is, okay, makes sense, it'll cost $62 there. When you include every, all the other shipping costs and everything into it. So it's really expensive to manufacture and put stuff in your own thing. So when you have to break down all those costs, then it really piles on. So that's what makes me nervous. But then, since you thought about it, since you guys said, a long time ago that it might be better as we were doing on the board to like do it in our own packaging, I do agree with that. I think that's better and stuff. But yeah, it's an interesting conundrum or an interesting challenge. So that's what we're faced with there. So these are like undisputable prices. Like it is going to cost us much no matter what. Like we can't avoid it. That's what we're looking at and stuff there. The markup is like, how much do we mark it? Because that's where it makes it worth it, whether or not you feel inclined to sell a light bulb or not. Because if there's no markup, then you get $0. 15, I thought, okay, if there were 4 of us, that's $3, $6, $9, $12, and then $3 to help the company recuperate I guess it'd be profit, I guess, because the company already sold it for the company. I mean, it's already made up its initial. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm struggling so hard today. So then I thought, okay, if it's like, because originally we were like, okay, $1 per person per bulb to make money off of, versus if we just throw some fat markup on there just to make it worth it, so that's like $3 or $4. I mean, because that other kid was going to be here, the other friend, I thought that might help to just keep it even in like 3, 6, 9. So it'd be like 3 for everyone, and then 3 to save for the company coffers, I guess, and stuff there. So that's what I thought. Originally it was like 12, because I thought, okay, like 12, maybe $2 or 3, And I thought that's really expensive, like to charge you $3 on top of what we pay. So like we buy the light bulb, we add in the box, the sticker, everything else, the tissue paper, and then our markup. Like that's a huge, asking the customer to pay this much when we paid only a little bit below. So it's not like we truly, and it's good that we got this for 83 cents, because anything more I think would have made us in trouble and stuff. But yeah, so how do you guys feel about the markup? Now the final price will be something I thought, should we push the envelope even more and just, raise it to a nice sales number. So this is like 22, just make it even 22 so it's easy to swallow, or $26.99 or $31.99. Like we're not going to say, okay, it's going to cost you $30.02. We're just assuming tax is going to be included, that we don't want to deal with that there and stuff. So I don't want to charge them this actual number. I want to charge them something nice that's above this, that's round or even if it's just the next dollar. Nothing below, like this would not be 34, but it would be like 35 at minimum. Do you think we should end it in 99 or just do a flat zero? So like $22 or $22.99 or $21.99, or just do zeros? Does that make sense there?
Yeah, I think zeros would be. I mean, we're not going to be charging tax at all, are we? Like, because
No, not
they'll
right
just
now.
Venmo us, or
Yeah,
so
not
like
right now.
it might make more sense just to have zeros, just a nice round number that could just like Venmo or PayPal.
Yeah.
And a little easier, but.
How do you feel, Adam?
I definitely feel like we should just keep it as zeros. I feel like when people do 99s, it's just like I understand that from like a marketing or perspective or whatever, like the consumer assumes that it's less than it actually is, but
When your burrito's $7.99, even though it's like $8, and
yeah, it's
I fell into that trick. I fell into that trick like an hour and a half ago. So
it's not. I think we should just keep it at a round, easy number, because then, especially in the early stages, it might just be too much of a hassle to deal with like cents and stuff like that.
Yes, good. Okay, perfect. So I think we agree then on zero numbers. That's good. See, I didn't fill that out because I wanted to make sure I got your input before we finalize that. So I'll make those around zeros and stuff there. The sticker thing, if you can still magically still find, I mean, I spent maybe, I don't know, half hour looking, but if you still feel inclined to find another option, you can do that. And if you find it, then go ahead and paste it here. And that's a link. These should be links here to go to these individual things there. If not, then it's okay because I already found one. But if you feel like you can find a cheaper one, then go for it, and we'll look at it there. So that's not really changeable, I would say, until we find something new. Tissue wrap and stuff. This is interesting. I'm not sure how we should go about this. What you guys think is better. So from Nashville Wraps, I'll show you here. So Amazon, this is where you can buy it. This was the cheapest I could find on Amazon, or online was at Amazon. You can buy these colors. They're 6 cents a piece and stuff. So there's our tissue wrap paper for that. And Nashville Wraps, here's their website, and that's what I found. 5 cents per paper. So the question. Now the quantity, this is what's weird, because this is in a 240 sheets. This is in 480, so it's double. So when I just doubled the 240 from Nashville to 480, this is what it comes out to be. So it comes out to $44 when everything's said and done, and Amazon is $45.88. But if you have Prime shipping, which I do not have Prime, but I could get it on a family's thing stuff there. I use a student free account, but I don't have anymore, so I just, but they don't have a free option and stuff. I don't think they do. They might because it's over 25. So then if you take away the $12 of shipping there because you don't have Prime, then this knocks down to like what, 30 something there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what they do. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. So it's like Prime versus 5 days, but then it's cheaper if you are paying for shipping if you don't have Prime. Is that? So I'm not sure. How do you guys feel about which one to?
I feel like, so I don't know how much Prime is a month, but I feel like right now it would probably be smarter because you'd also have to factor in Prime as a fixed cost every month. And then
I'd probably just do it off a family member's account and just ignore that. I don't know if that's bad for accounting, but that's probably what we would do if we did it with Prime. Unless either of you two have Prime and wanted to like buy it on that account. Okay. You can get 6 months free as a student. But I already used my 6. So I'm not. Yeah.
But so what I was getting at though is like, especially when you start getting to higher quantity, like the Prime membership per month would just like be far less eventually it would be far less than the other one.
Okay, perfect. And I see here it's a difference of 4 days, so we could get it for free without Prime if it comes next Wednesday, the 28th. Okay, so I guess we can probably be safe to take out that price, I would think, actually, because that will allow it if we just do a longer shipping time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just take that out here. Okay, so then it probably, I would say, would you agree that it looks obvious and that it would be, Amazon would be better than Nashville?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I will highlight this and mark that in red so that we know that's our choice. Okay, boxes now. This is another tricky issue. These totals are potentially deceiving. For $106, we can get 25 boxes. But for $144, we can get twice as many boxes. So this is only 25. This is in quantities of 50. And if you double this, that's $212, which is more than 144. It's more than any of these, except for this one. So I feel like it must be this box is a better one, but then, I mean, I like these white boxes. I just wish we had a white or a green box. They're so cute, but they don't make as much financial sense though. So I don't know. That's why I was like, okay, well, how do you guys feel about these boxes and stuff when we look at it? So we got a couple options, 25. Now 17 by 11 by 6. The reason I asked you, Matt, for the measurements of light bulbs is because he says 5 inches, so 6 gives us some space there. 11 by 17, so that's like this paper, like, I don't know, is it like 2.5 of these maybe ish? Is that 17 inches?
So
That's 16.
It's an 11.5 by 8.
Oh, so it's maybe like the tiniest bit bigger
So
than
it'd
these
be
two
like-
pages.
That'd be like, yeah.
So that's what we're fitting bulbs in there and stuff. And that's what that little extra random text I sent you through and stuff was about that and stuff. So yeah,
So
it has
it'd
to
be-
have at least 6 inches for the floodlights. Because I thought we'd use one box for all the light bulbs and not try to get two different types of boxes.
Yeah. So it'd be like this big.
Okay. Which is pretty decent. I mean, that could fit. Hopefully we can sell at least 10 bulbs in one box, and maybe they might be spaced out a bit or so. But that's what it would look like there. So I'll pull these up here. So that's our first box. I wanted the mailers because then we don't have to use tape to tape stuff, and then that just costs more money to buy tape and everything. Then this brown one, which is still a nice brown. It's just the brown one, but it's cheaper and stuff. Then our green box, which I would love a green box, but it was a little bit more expensive. Then a white, this is a hat box to put like a hat in it because of a little bow tie thing. I think that might be super, super flimsy, but I was like, oh, well, it's cheaper than others maybe. So I put that as an option. And then our last one, our brown one, that can fit both the round or the flooded, is that one. So they're all mailer box is what they are. Mailer box because they have a little nice folding flip thing that we can just close and not have to worry about it. And then we just put a sticker on top of it. So that's our boxes. Okay, so there's the white one for 106 for 25 and the brown one for less than like if you doubled the price. So it's between probably these two boxes. But this one's a lot smaller. This is 12 by 12 by 6. So that's like, how big is that? Let's do that with this square. We'll have both boxes here.
This would be like 1.5 of these, right?
Yeah.
This would be about this size, just a little bit.
12 by
Okay.
12, so it'd be a little bit longer like this way. So.
Okay. Now I also sent this picture in the text. I'll just show just for scale there. The original boxes that these came in. That's them laid out. That's like a proposed thing for what it could be for the. I think that's like 13 inches, the long length there. So I mean, we'll put these bulbs in tight. And because it's 6 inches, they can be stacked on top. This is 3 inches, I think. So 6 inches, like you can definitely stack at least two. I don't think it's that high. Maybe it's like right here, but it's definitely you can stack at least two on top. So if we had to do like 2, 2, 2, 2, or even just like 5 nice spaced out, or if we were cramming in like 20 or something, and if we need another box, we could do that. So that's like the two sizes that we're faced with. Yeah, so this big white one or this smaller brown one. The smaller brown one's cheaper. The white one's, well, it's only cheaper if you buy 50, which would probably be better than 25, but then, and it's probably not either of these three guys at the end here. Certainly not our hat and our green box, but kind of between those two. But I feel like it would be better for this one because that's for 50, and this is more, but it's only for half of that amount for 25. And then these are just, I don't know. So how do you guys feel about which one we should go with?
I would say probably the brown one, only because you can get the most for the least amount.
Is it this one the most released? So for 50 versus 50 and 50.
Yeah, it's the cheapest per box.
Okay. 144 is definitely cheaper than these two figures. Should we agree on this one then? Do this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. There we go. I made a decision. And the light bulbs, these were already agreed upon that. Then I saw these others that are not like, I'm like, is that cheaper? Well, it might be. But then I was like, you know what? We've already got these. It's easiest per bulb. They were the cheaper ones. So I guess this is extra like frills and stuff to look at and stuff there. Okay, so then we've got our bulbs. We've got our box decision, which is the brown one. We've chosen, I think this one, right? The 12 by 12 by 6.
Mm-hmm.
So foot by foot by 6. So that's this guy here. And then our wrap from Amazon for the colors and stuff. Somehow this has to look nice. I'm worried that it's going to look bad and stuff, like a poorly wrapped birthday present. I originally envisioned that it would be like you would wrap each bulb in a colored paper in the box and then have like two colors, like a green and a gray for the company colors. And somehow, I don't know, like can you imagine like how do you think we could make that look decent or reasonable that it's like not, I don't know, like cheap or something? I mean, we have to justify that if we're going to sell this for like $36 when we bought, you know, it has to look like it's worth $36, hopefully. I think we'll have to experiment on like what looks nice for a box and
Yeah, I'm
stuff
not
there.
too
Like
experienced
for
in-
wrapping and stuff
yeah,
there.
We
Good
might
paper
need
wrapping.
to take a gift wrapping class real quick.
Okay. But I mean, I thought that's probably the cheapest thing we can do because like I don't know how you can find. I try to look for light bulb packaging things on it, like to put like the dividers, but you can't do that. So it's like we'll just put it in tissue. And plus they're like shatter resistant. It's not like it's glass. It's gonna, you know, it can like withstand some bounces and stuff. So, and if it's in a box, like it's not gonna be like thrown around or beat up by us. So it should be pretty darn, you know, good for us. So, do you think the green and the gray is good, or should we do like? Let me go. I'm not gonna place this yet here. I guess it'd be like either this green and this gray probably, or do you feel like a black would be better, or a blue, or a pink, or something?
I think green makes the most sense.
Okay, because we can do.
I mean, it's all about a brand, right? So you'd want to probably stick with the green.
Yes, definitely a green and stuff there. We can get two still. And only $30, which is actually not as much. I was thinking it'd be like $60, but I was like, oh, it's just paper. It's okay, that's good. We like the colors there and stuff. The sticker, let me show you the sticker here. This is the website. It's cut to size. We did a square, chose 5 inches because that seemed reasonable. That could fit as a square in the middle there. And this is what it looks like up close. It's in printing mode right now, file review. Should come the 29th.
So a week.
Yeah, it was deceptive. It said 2-day shipping, but then it said the 29th. So I think it means like it'll take like 7 days to actually make and process, and then 2 days to ship when it actually goes out.
Yeah.
So
Print it all.
let's see if I can view this. I made this last night. That's our sticker. How does that
Where
look?
does that QR code take you?
The Venmo
Oh, okay.
for payment. So it has our. I don't want us to deal with the customer unless you want to deal with like be up at 8 to 5 at night or 7 to 9 to make sure someone might call us. So let's just do a text line. That's just a Google Voice text number, which is perfect. The terms and conditions, I made this up on the spot here, but I did write policies for the DollarProbs 1 and stuff there that I did there, but we'll review that there and stuff. We'll still go over some more stuff after this wraps up there. So let me just say, this podcast is not very exciting today. Do you feel that?
Yeah, a lot of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers today. But I will have to have you guys, I want you to review that Excel sheet though and look at it so you can become familiar with it though. Well, let's look at the script just for a few seconds and we'll go into it more detail before this wraps up here and stuff. Let me check our official time. We must be getting close here. Yeah, I seriously thought today would be so exciting when I thought about it in my mind. And now that it's not, I mean, I guess, okay, next week, guys, next week it's going to be better and stuff. But this is important numbers day, I guess. We got 4 minutes there. The script here and stuff, I've got it up here. You can just upload that thing later there, Adam. That's okay, just in case you want to do it earlier. But where is that in? It's in customers. Oh, and I have a paper for you, too. So this printed weird, too. That's a 60-cent page from BYU. This is what it is. And I hope this is pretty simple. A lot of it would be left up to your own interpretation thereof, but it should have adequate information at the bottom. Where we've got, it starts off with what you should open with. And you can change it, of course, there. If you don't want to talk about UVU or something else, then you can change the questions a little bit too and ask some other form of that question there. And just a simple and fast explaining what we're doing. The pricing, you would have to pull up that pricing sheet on the side to know what prices you're talking about. And you can make a copy and then format in your own special way if you want there. And then, we would get their contact info and put that in that sheet that you'll upload there, Adam, so we have that there. Could you also make another tab? And then you got like R3s, but can you make like one more tab in there too for an extra person there in case that guy does this here with us? And then like a closing and a recap and stuff. And then the facts, the bottom, and then the payment options and stuff. How do you feel so far looking at this? Like, does this like, what is the impression of the script here? Does it look like it's reasonable or not? Or does it look nice? Or I don't know, I'm just curious. Tell me what you feel in these last 2 minutes here. Or if it feels, if it still feels scary, then that's okay. I want to know that. So like, because we'll work on it too.
Yeah, not overall. Just glancing at it, it looks good. Like, it looks good enough and it's flexible. Like, it doesn't seem too word by word repeating it. Like, you have to say this. Like, it looks like it's flexible enough where we can kind of play with it a little bit. So I think it looks fine.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Adam?
Looks like another script to me.
All right, okay, good. There we go. That's what I like, is to give you scripts. That's not true, of course. But okay, we'll go over this here and stuff. I think, okay, we'll probably end this here, and then we'll go over the other stuff there, because we'll still have, I want to practice this and actually see if I can grab a random student in the hallway and practice with us and stuff there in the time that we have still, so we can at least verbalize it together here. Is there anything else, though, like on the side that you can think of that you wanted to bring up, though, from the last week, or other questions, comments, concerns, feedback, or anything? Just some normal stuff there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're going to end the podcast today. Next week, we'll do some interesting stuff there, hopefully, but it'll be good, though. So thanks again for listening, and have a great rest of the week.